Hey everyone, I'm Kira. I've been exploring Google Flow quite a bit recently, and today I want to show you one of its newest features, called Storyboard Studio. At first, I thought it was just another update, but after testing it for myself, I started seeing some real potential. One of the trickiest parts of AI filmmaking is moving from an idea to a sequence of scenes that actually feel connected. You have characters, locations, shots, dialogue, and somehow all of those pieces need to stay organized while you're building the story. This is where Storyboard Studio comes in. Let me show you how it works. To get started, create a new project.
Once you're inside the workspace, open the Tools section from the left sidebar. There are quite a few tools here now, including things like Sketch Tool, Mockup, and Magic Mask. You can even create your own custom tools. I plan to explore those in more detail in a future video. For now, scroll down until you find Storyboard Studio and open it. Before building anything, the first thing we need to decide is the visual style of the world we're creating. You can create your own custom style if you want. For this tutorial, I'm going with the 3D animation preset. Once you've selected it, click Get Started. That takes us to the Script tab. This is actually where things started getting interesting for me. I pasted in a story, and Flow automatically broke it down into scenes, actions, and dialogue. I expected a rough outline. What surprised me was how usable the breakdown already was. It wasn't perfect, and you'd still want to review everything yourself, but it handled a lot of the initial setup work. The experience felt less like organizing text, and more like having a small pre-production assistant helping behind the scenes. Next, let's move over to the Assets tab. Normally, this is where a lot of manual work begins, creating characters, building locations, gathering props. But Flow can automate a large part of that process. Just click Autofill Characters, Autofill Locations, and Autofill Props. Flow reads through the script and starts generating assets based on the story. What I like here is that you're not locked into anything. If a character, location, or prop doesn't match what you had in mind, you can regenerate it or make adjustments until it feels right. Once the assets are ready, head over to the Storyboard tab. This is where everything starts coming together. You'll see your scenes already arranged as storyboard frames. At first they're empty, but when you click Autofill Scene, Flow uses the assets and script to generate shots for each scene. And these aren't just random images. They're connected to the story and built around the world you've already established.
This is the point where I started seeing the real potential of the tool, because you're no longer trying to imagine what the film might look like. You're starting to see it, scene by scene, shot by shot.
One thing worth mentioning before moving on is saving your project. Closing the tab before saving causes the loss of the script breakdown and structure, requiring you to rebuild from scratch. Once the project is saved, the next step is giving your characters a voice. Open the Characters panel. Select a character. Choose a voice, then preview a few different options. I wouldn't rush this part. A voice can completely change how a character feels on screen. Once you find something that fits, repeat the process for the rest of your cast. Now we get to the final step, turning storyboard frames into actual video. Open all media and select the frame you want to animate. Click Add to Prompt. From here, you can animate the scene using Agent Mode or Standard Mode. I prefer Agent Mode. It saves you from having to write a perfect prompt. Just copy the scene from your script, paste it in, and the agent will automatically generate the prompt for you. There's also a small detail here that makes a difference. Use the @ symbol and select the character involved in that scene. This helps Flow understand exactly who should appear in the shot. Once everything is ready, click Generate. A few moments later, the storyboard frame becomes a moving scene with AI-generated visuals and synchronized dialogue.
Look at that fine prize. Too much work to outrun an old man.
Let's outthink him instead. I'm in position.
And that's a quick look at the new Storyboard Studio inside Google Flow. This is actually my first tutorial video on the channel, so I'd love to hear what you think. Did this workflow make sense? Are there other Google Flow features you'd like me to explore next? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this useful, consider liking the video and subscribing for more AI filmmaking experiments, tutorials, and discoveries. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.